Why do we want wealth? Usually, for two reasons people want wealth. 1. To experience the comfort and material luxury. 2. To be one's true inner self fully in this life, living with freedom, creativity, pleasure, and following passions. The first one often seems to be the reason people want wealth. But on deeper probing, we realize that it is not the real reason we want wealth. We want wealth because we want to experience ourselves as joyful, abundant, free, creative, and living our best life, enjoying the best of what life could offer. If so, Neville's living in the end principle means that we must live this joyful, abundant, free, and creative life right now. We must live like this right now without waiting for wealth or for something to happen to liberate us. When we wait to be wealthy and postpone following our passions and creative impulses, we are constantly perpetuating the state of waiting, not being there yet. Instead, live life as if you are already the person you want to be. Exercises to help you get into the state of wealth and abundance. Identify your habits and ask yourself if those habits are ones you would still have if you were rich right now. For example, focusing on lack of anything, worrying about finances, being jealous of others' good fortunes, postponing taking up your hobbies, postponing travel, living in a cluttered environment, eating unhealthy, and postponing getting fit. Freedom from limitations. Make the mood of ease, lightness, and freedom your habitual mood. At first, like wearing a new style of clothing, it might feel strange if you are not used to being in this state. Frequently returning to these moods will make them habitual and automatic. Brushing your teeth every day, you do it automatically. Realize that you are free to think and feel anything. This is true freedom and will determine your life. Appreciate the abundance of life itself. The abundance of opportunities around you and for you. Being able to learn anything you want, interact with anyone from any country, able to order any book, choose any style of clothing and accessories, watch any movie, listen to any music, find any poem, Wikipedia article, research interest, and so on. Appreciate and see this abundance every day. The abundance in nature is obvious if you look at it. Going deeper, at the next level, you will be able to appreciate the abundance of infinite parallel realities with infinite different permutations of everything. Remove blockages to wealth. We have been conditioned need to work hard, life is hard, or any other negative attitudes towards acquiring money, or disdain for the rich. If these thoughts crop up, gently reverse the statement in your head with feeling. For example, I am blessed, all my needs are met. How do you envision yourself when you are rich? Do these things already and be that version of yourself. For example, if you imagine yourself being rich by enjoying your sizable beautiful garden, wining and dining with your many friends, giving gifts to your loved ones, and taking up your passion for painting, start doing these things right now. You might not have a large beautiful garden yet, but make your existing one enjoyable. Sit in the sun and appreciate the blue sky. Enjoy the company of your friends and family. You might not be able to give them lavish gifts now, but give them gifts anyway. Be generous with your time and attention. Start pursuing those passions you would be pursuing if you were rich. Write that book, paint that picture, learn that thing you have been delaying. Most people living paycheck to paycheck are not going to attain wealth by thinking of the VIP lifestyle. It's going to be solving the problems they currently have, then sitting at that new place of problems solved, for a day, a week. It's individual, and then new problems show up they want to be solved or desires they want to be fulfilled. Naturalness is key here, as is patience. I know everyone wants instant gratification and thinks Neville is saying to go for it. But if you look at his stories and anecdotes, it's never guy living in refrigerator box becomes president. So if you're paycheck to paycheck but want to be wealthy, you start where you are and get what you're ready for. Are you ready to move out of the paycheck to paycheck mentality? Some people aren't, even though they think they are. When they are, it becomes easy to rise out of that state and into a better one. Going from my bank account is constantly overdrawn to my bank account is never overdrawn is easy. Truly, going from my bank account is constantly overdrawn to I can afford as many cars as I want. Good luck with that. It's so unbelievable to the average person in the paycheck to paycheck situation that most could do sats for literal years, and they'll never get to a point where it truly feels real and naturally them enough to create the outer reality. There are people who have been trying to do this stuff for years. This is one of the big reasons for failure. Is a major mental leap possible in theory? Yes. Is it something the average Joe is going to do? Probably not. However, and I can speak from experience here, going from bank overdrawn to a millionaire, a major leap, something few people ever achieve in a lifetime, can easily happen step by step in less than a decade. The key is being able to believe and naturally feel each of the next steps along the way, then it happens so fast. What it feels like at a millionaire level mindset. Although outside of flying first class and staying in really nice hotel rooms, I don't personally do any VIP stuff. That part is totally dependent on each individual. None of the show off my money stuff appeals to me at all. So what being rich is going to feel like is completely individual. You'll get to know yourself and what you then want as a wealthier and wealthier person. Freedom from worry about money isn't even necessarily part of it. My dad was pretty well off, retired at 49, and still elected to live in a shithole apartment and buy off-brand canned goods on sale at the grocery store. It's highly individual. And I know no one here seems to believe it, but not everyone truly wants tons and tons of money. Once I hit the $1 million mark, due to who I am and what I described above, my desire dropped to near zero. I have everything I want at my current wealth level. It's taken me 5 years to have any interest in money again, and that was thanks to a series of events during which I felt some mild discomfort, enough to demonstrate that I could be more comfortable with more money, and realized I actually would like to increase my wealth now. The desire had to come up organically, and now it will for sure happen even though I have no idea how presently. The point I'm trying to make: major changes in identity are often a process, and a highly individual one that changes over time, etc. So I'm not sure anyone can really tell anyone else what it feels like to be rich, or what they need to feel in order to become rich. It's really, what would be rich feel like for you? And often you don't know the answer to that, so the best you can do is say, what would be a little richer to me feel? I honestly don't know what it would feel like to have $30 million. But I can connect to what it would have felt like to buy the house I just bought with cash if I had $5 million liquid versus $500K liquid. At $30 million, I'm guessing I wouldn't have even bought the house I just bought, that I'm totally loving right now. I can connect to the fact that the $4K I spent on furniture yesterday would have been completely devoid of any thoughts of should I really be doing this. $4K has a meaning to me personally at a $3 million net worth that it wouldn't have at a $10 million net worth. That's my personality. Not yours or anyone else's watching this exactly. You have to figure it out for yourself. My dad had tons of liquid cash and sat on a decrepit couch for 10. No way would he have ever spent $4K on a new couch. And yet he managed to do it all his way and retire young and do whatever the hell he wanted with his life.